All right, so we got Rudy Reyes of the Rude Dog Show. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for taking time out of your Saturday to come on the show. Once again, Rudy Reyes. Go to therudedogshow.com. All of his links on his social media is there. He's on every avenue. He's on SoundCloud. He's been featured on ESPN. He's been featured on SB Nation. He's got a show also on IE Sports Radio called Friday Night Lights. So check that out. Thank you again for coming on, and you have a good rest of your Saturday.
Hey, you as well. Thanks a lot, Ben. Appreciate it. And shoot me a follow at Rude Dog Reyes on Twitter. I always like the interaction, talking with people, fans, and players alike. So I appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
All right. That was Rudy Reyes. Great to get him on the show. We've been working on this for a little while, so it's really good to get him on. Also, shout out to Michael Bonner in the chat room. He had a question, how long is the show going to be? It is going to be 2 hours today. I'm normally every other week, but did a show last week, was going to do a show this week anyway. So 2 hours today. And my wife is definitely looking over my shoulder, making sure it's going to be 2 hours because we got a busy day today. But big shout out to Mocha Bella, Michael Bonner, DJ Nunu also in the building. She just had a great show. DJ Nunu and DJ Queen always have some great shows on Spreaker.com. A part of the X Squad affiliates. Go to xsquadaffiliates.com. A lot of great shows on there. So, we're going to play a song right now. This is by Conte Small. This is called Oh Lord. So check out this song. We're going to be talking NBA draft. So we're going to be recapping the NBA draft. We're going to have our next guest up on the show here in a moment, Brian Rauf of Chat Sports. So we will be right back. Stay tuned. Don't change that button. Don't change that dial. Stay tuned in to the BS3 Sports Show.
Tell you, boy, I'm so comfortable in my skin. Hey, I go to bed at night, I'm so thankful that I ain't them. Yeah, man, today I woke up choked up, sentimental. Yeah, some call it fate, others say coincidental. Yo, but I believe in neither, all I know is he is instrumental. Yo, cause we beat every single lies, mama, that we've been through. Single parent on one income, never claim to be a victim. That's why you will always be my victim, mama. Yeah, we did it, mama, yeah, we did it. Jamaican, so I'm working like a rockstar. Connected, so I'm moving like the mobsters. Feel like I'm MVP I wake up feeling like I made it. Thank the Lord for what he created, yeah. So I sent a prayer, praying for the haters and forgiveness for the ones I hated. I ain't perfect, no, I don't deserve it, but he gave me purpose, now I'm murking. Got the serpent in a room full of rocking chairs, yeah, you know that devil's nervous. I ain't made quite like the rest, boy, I'm all hard, I say it with my chest, boy. Oh Lord, I say his name, yeah, cause I'm blessed, boy. I live my life like I'm winning. I've been this way for a minute, just look at me grinning. Humble beginnings, I've been in, maybe that's why I know the difference. And I count my blessings like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Count them like steps on my stairway to heaven. Can't tell you how much he blessed me, man, it's a blessing. Woo.
Welcome back in the BS3 Sports Show. That was Oh Lord by Conte Small, part of the Reflection Music Group. Go check out that music. I'll put that in the chat room in a minute. Also, I'm sharing it on social media. We got Larry B in the building, IE Sports Radio. Appreciate you coming on. All right, so throughout the weeks, I've been talking about a young man named Brett Reyes. Brett Reyes, he plays football, professional football, for the Champions Indoor Football League. This is a league that's it's throughout Texas and kind of in the I guess the southern states or so, kind of Midwest, kind of in the mid area. And congratulations to him. They just won the Champions Indoor Football League Championship in the Champions League Championship 3. So, big congratulations to him for winning the Champions Indoor League Championship. I've had him on the show a couple of weeks ago, and I definitely wanted to give him a shout out to let him know that us from the BS3 Sports Show and BS3 Sports wanted to give you a congratulations. Big things that they were able to do this year. Was at the game last night. It was exciting. It was fun to see. Also, my parents are celebrating their 35th year of marriage. I had to say congratulations to them. 35 years, been married since 1982, since my year of birth. So congratulations to them. I love you guys dearly. Congratulations. 35 more years, more blessings. Blessings on top of blessings. I love you guys. All right, so some other things from this week in sports. One of the biggest, you may know what I'm going to say, but Raiders quarterback just signed an extension, 25. Looks like he's going to be getting 25 a year for 5 years. That's Derek Carr finalizing this huge deal. 5 years, $125 million. Now the NFL's highest paid player in terms of new money average. So shout out to him getting broken off proper. That's a huge deal right there. Also, Warren Sapp is beginning to have memory loss. Warren Sapp played for the U, played for the Buccaneers. Also, he played for the Raiders. It's reported, he said he's starting to have memory loss, and he's going to donate his brain, I believe, to research, because CTE is becoming a huge thing right now. If you haven't seen the Concussion movie with Will Smith, I would definitely recommend you go do that, because it was really eye-opening to how the NFL handles business. It wasn't really a surprise, but it opens your eyes. And I don't think this movie was fake. I don't think this movie was overstepping or that it wasn't true. This stuff was true. And a lot of these guys in the NFL, you're seeing they're going crazy. You're seeing that they're not being able to handle just living, period. And that's scary. That's a scary situation. I have a daughter, so I don't have a son. But if I did have a son, I would definitely be concerned with letting my son play football. Definitely. Because it could be a huge issue. You know, if your kid starts off at 5 and he's banging in the heads with helmets all the way up until he's 32, you can't tell me that that's not going to cause any long-term effects. Now, if technology continues to grow, if medicine continues to grow, and eventually you don't have as many concussions, then maybe. But it's tough. It is a tough situation. It's a tough thing to call when you have football players. Larry B says, happy about that contract with Carr. Now we can get to work. Let's go Raiders. I agree with you on that one. Got Marshawn Lynch in the building. Derek Carr, wide receiving core, pretty awesome. As long as people stay healthy. So let's get into our next guest. Up on the line, we got Brian Rauf of Chat Sports. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing, Ben?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, definitely. We had to do this. I just found Chat Sports this week, and I seen you were talking about the NBA draft. So my immediate thing, whenever I run into people, I'm saying, man, I need to get the guy on the show. So appreciate you for coming on.
Of course.
All right, so everybody knows we just had the NBA draft this past Thursday. There was some interesting picks. There were some picks that we knew was going to happen. So we're going to go down and talk about the top 10 picks. We may also talk about some other things here or there. But number one, obviously Markelle Fultz. Going to the 76ers. The 76ers are saying this is their big three for the future. How will Markelle Fultz impact the 76ers?
He's the perfect fit. He gives them a go-to scorer, which they need since you can't really rely on Embiid's help all the time, and Simmons is more of a passer than a scorer. And they need help on the perimeter. So he kind of kills both of those birds with one stone. And even though they're planning on moving Ben Simmons to point guard, this year Fultz is enough of a combo guard to play off ball, and he can still guard opposing point guard since Simmons isn't quick enough to do that. So you have a guy who can be your go-to scorer and can focus more on the role playing alongside a facilitator like Simmons. It made the trade up to get it, and it's the perfect fit, honestly.
Yeah, and a lot of players, everyone in the Philly organization has been saying trust the process. If I was a Philly fan, I would say forget trust the process. We're trying to win. So Markelle Fultz hopefully is able to take them to that next level where they can be at least in playoff contention, where they could be at least trying or having a chance to make the playoffs. And I think they will be there with adding him to the roster with the players they already have. Ben Simmons, who didn't even play last year. So it makes it very interesting for Philly. It's going to be difficult to come out the East, but I think the first step obviously is to get into playoff contention, which I think they'll be able to do with this pick.
Yeah, I think this is sort of the back end of that process, and you're going to start making that upswing up the rankings. I think we tend to get ahead of ourselves when we think of expectations like this with teams like the Sixers. We did it with the Timberwolves last year, where we see it so obvious that a team is going to be good. We expect it to happen right now. And like you said, Simmons still hasn't played a game in the league. Embiid's only played 31 games. Fultz hasn't played. So all these young guys are not only going to adjust to playing together, but adjust to the NBA game. So you'll see them move up the East, and they'll be competitive. They'll get better as the season goes on. I think they're probably still a year or two away from really competing for the 8th spot or one of the lower seeds in the East. But it's certainly, there's tons of excitement around the Sixers right now. I like to talk about the process this way at this point in the offseason right now. There's probably, maybe the Warriors fan base and probably the Cavs that are more excited about their team right now than the 76ers fan base. There are 27 other teams out there that are looking at